A Very Hairy, Scary Story by Rick Walton and David Clark. The clock struck 8. Sarah said, "Oh no, I should have been home an hour ago." "No problem," Anne said. "Just call your dad." But Sarah said, "No, he's gonna be mad. If I run home and sneak up to bed, Dad won't know that I was here instead." So out Anne's door and into the night, Sarah ran to the street where she turned right. She stopped and stared into the black and thought, well, maybe I should go back. But as she turned, she saw beside her a very hairy, scary spider. There's the spider, and there she is. Sarah turned and ran in fright, but then she spied an awful sight right in her face. Oh no, what's that? A very hairy, scary bat. So there she is. She saw the bat, and there's her hair. She yelled and raced on up the street, and when she looked down at her feet, she saw a stripe, and her heart shrunk. It's a very hairy, scary, what do you think it is? Skunk! "Run, feet, run! I'm too alone. I should have used the telephone. No, I can still get home," she thought. "I'll sneak inside and not get caught." But at the corner, what was there? A very hairy, scary bear. Sarah shrieked and spun around upon a lane with a bound. Oh no, what's blocking her escape? A very hairy, scary ape. She turned back the way she'd come. Her legs were jelly, her heart was a drum. But there ahead, something terrifying, a very hairy, scary lion. She ran fast. Was it following her? Would it soon be swallowing her? Sarah raced left and right, running through the night, until, oh no, this could be bad. It's a very hairy, scary Dad. Sarah shouted, Sarah sang. Into her father's arms she sprang. "I'm sorry," she said. "I was wrong. I stayed at Anne's house much too long." Her dad carried her as she hugged tight through the very hairy, scary night. So there's all her hairy, scary friends that she thinks she saw on the way home. Okay, so we are gonna make a scary, hairy face. You can make a dad's face or any face you want, and we're gonna make it with sandwich supplies. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a piece of bread. And just to help my stuff stick on a little bit, I'm gonna put a little bit of mustard. You can put mayo or ketchup or dressing, whatever you like on your sandwich. And the next thing I'm going to put is a piece of ham for the face. So I'm gonna pat that down so it doesn't slide off my sandwich while I'm putting it together. And then I'm going to use cucumbers for part of the eyes. So I'm again gonna put a little bit of mustard so that they stick. You use whatever you like, mayo. So far I've got the face and the eyes. I don't want them too high because I'm going to add some hair at the end. in the center of my eyes, I'm going to put some black olives. So far we have a face and our eyes. And I have some cheese that I'm going to use for a nose, so I'm going to cut a triangle. And I'm going to make him a funny nose. So you can make whatever shape you want for your nose. And I have a pickle, and I've sliced a pickle lengthwise, and I've cut it in half so that I have a piece for the tongue. So you can see that the face is coming together now. And you can use some red peppers or tomatoes for part of your mouth. I did not have any red peppers in my fridge, and I wanted to use all stuff I already had. So I'm just going to use some more mustard for part of his mouth. And then at the very top, I have to add his very scary hair, because that's what our book was about. So I'm going to add a little bit of mustard for some glue. And I'm going to put some very scary shredded lettuce on his head, because Sarah in the book, Sarah kept running into things with very scary hair. So there's our very scary face.